Face-off's going to come to the right of Gin. 2 Blaze power play goals last night, largely the difference in that game with the Flyers. Coventry Blaze power play of late has been pretty good, sitting 3rd overall in the league, just a shade under 21%. Dylan Eichstad stick handles into the corner. Gets it back to Schistel at the point. Schistel winds up, drives, it's there! Tucked in by Matt Polkamp on the back door. And the Blaze waste absolutely no time on the man advantage, Stu. The skipper throws one through a crowd, and Matt Polkamp says thank you very much on that rebound.
Yeah, Drew Schistel shoots it in from the point. Matt Ginn makes the first stop, but Polkamp's right there for the rebound. It was you can see how the Blaze was setting up there with that kind of three deep on the point, just trying to, and 2 right close to the net, just trying to make sure that they could get something off that rebound.
It's chipped in on CJ Mott. Behind his net for Clemens. He couldn't outlet that to Lawrence, although Ross Venus has managed to fight this free from Sian. He shoots and Ginn gets a piece of it. David Broll crashes the net and makes his presence known, although I think he's just stirring the pot a little bit there, Stu.
He probably is just stirring the pot. He'll catch a look at his face afterwards. He'll be coming off with a bit of a smile. Ross Venus doesn't really have any right to make that puck at all. Should have been cleared and tidied away by Sian.
Frankie Melton stick handling, got a lot of speed, the short 91. Get that back at the point, winds up, drives through traffic, gloved by CJ Mott. Had his glove right out, almost on the shaft of the stick of Simmons as you watch this again. Simmons clearly looking to get a tip in front, and just keep an eye on the capture of CJ Mott. Almost right on the shaft. Corcoran. Stick handles, has Schistel in support. As Budoff will play that off the boards for the skipper in the corner. Schistel chips it to the back door, looking for Corcoran. It came off the pants of Ivan Sian. Schistel still stick handling in the zone. He shoots off the pad of Matt Ginn. And Frankie Melton can bring this north. Poke checked by Corcoran. Oh, that puck went right through the paint. With Critchlow on the back door, he just couldn't get anything on it. And that was a really nice play behind the net by the Storm that led to a big scoring chance here.
Yeah, very close there for the Storm. Nice cutting in there. Bit of a wraparound and very nearly onto Critchlow's stick at the end, but didn't quite make contact with, and then the Blaze forced to kind of clear with the icing just at the end.
CJ Mott will play that one behind his net. Ferrara ahead of Corcoran. That forecheck causing the Blaze a little bit of problems, but they're patient and are able to bring this puck out now. Hashi drops off for Jani Larkinen. Larkinen enters the zone. Oh, a nice feed across for Corcoran. Corcoran locked to either shoot low or feed the back door. Either way, Coventry now settled in the zone with Ferrara. He shot just wide on the one-timer. Fed now to Bludoff. He shoots over. Bludoff finds a gap between Ginn's pads, and the Blaze go up 2-0. Very similar play here, Stu, between Ferrara here, and then they reset and set Bludoff up here.
Something that the Blaze clearly looking for there, putting that man in and around the dot on that left-hand side, forcing for that shot. And we see here Bludoff winds up, gets a lot of it, and really just blasts it past Matt Ginn with pace rather than any sort of accuracy. It sounded as if it got a bit of the pad on the way through as well.
Blaze brings out of their own zone, off the stick of Earhart. He gets stripped by Johnny Curran, who had to hop round Samuelson, but he does a great job and forces a 2-on-1 for the Blaze. Drop pass. Blaze take it behind the net. There's a melee in front of the net as Johnston shoots, blocked on the way through by Simmons, and Manchester will get this clear. Blaze looked really dangerous there.
Lots of cries for pass, but there was no lane there at all. The best play was to bring it around the back of the net and see what opened up for them. Too many bodies there crowding in front. Good defence from the Storm.
Yep, as Ross Venus tries to shrug this one away from Sian, he ends up upended. No penalty on that play as he stares at the referee. Melton, meanwhile, tries to chip it behind Hamonic. He does. Good save, CJ Mott short side, and a whistle will go. This game is just, it has energy, but in really short moments, like 2 or 3 seconds of a lot going on, like here, quick action, and then it just dies down. It breaks down and becomes scrappy again. Hashi couldn't play it through the feet of Ulmer. Thompson sends it to the slot. He was covered by Hamonic. Manchester really having the most dangerous shift, I think, of the night. Blaze scrambling. Hamonic's able to get this puck, though, and now the Blaze are going to put some pressure on the Storm. Corcoran, oh, great feed across in the feet of Polkamp, and that was a shame as Coventry were looking good there on the break, as here comes Critchlow. Pass across, shot comes in, saved on the rebound. CJ Mott moving laterally, spinning around, chance blocked on the way through, and then sent high by Critchlow as well. Both teams really caught there, scrambling around, not a lot of shape either way, Stu, and the Storm had the killer blow here from Critchlow. They could have landed it, but he sent his shot high there. There's a long stretch pass for Melton. He's going to come in on a breakaway here, shoots down low, saved by CJ Mott, and then one of the defensemen ended up wiping out the net. So we have a look again here. This is a great stretch pass from behind the goal line. I think that's Simmons. Melton picks it up, and then, yeah, Polkamp wipes out one post, Melton clips the other. No penalty. I think you probably have a like a speed window where if you want to try a deke or a move, you kind of want to be in it. And I think that was at the far end of it, going too fast, as Matt Polkamp makes a nice play to try and set down Evan Bludoff. Hashi on the turnaround! And Justin Hashi, maybe via Bludoff, finds the back of the net. We'll look again. It looked really innocuous, Stu, off the perimeter. Here's the first play. Bludoff didn't quite have his stick down. And Hashi on the turnaround, does that find Bludoff?
We'll have to take another look, see if we can get it even slower maybe, but I don't know if it does come off Bludoff there, but certainly Hashi does a great play in just throwing it back towards the net there, just turns around and just pumps it in. It sticks in the vicinity, but it's really difficult to tell.
Lawrence brings it across the line. Oh, he fans on his shot. Shistel backhands it off the side of the net. Whistle goes, and whoa, Dylan Lawrence has drawn the ire of Matt Ginn, and a little bit of a yard sale. David Broll going to try and seek a dance partner. Well, he might have found one. Declan Balmer's removed some of his hand coverings. Ivan Sian goes to have a couple of words in Croatian with David Broll. And it won't be Kakosi.
Matt Ginn kind of sparking it off there. I don't know what caused Matt Ginn to be so irate with Dylan Lawrence.
He got a little bump off him, but nothing. I think he'd come out a little bit aggressively. Dylan caught him, and Matthew Gagnon gets hit by David Broll on the backboards. That gets a bit of noise from the Sky Dome as the Storm try and bring this one out of the zone. Nice skating by Melton. Great hands from Frankie Melton. CJ Mott makes a save. And Simmons diving for that rebound ends up snow plowing along the ice surface as we have a stoppage. This game getting a bit of feist to it.
Yeah, the team's feeling a bit of aggrieved one way or the other. Nice skating as well from Frankie Melton there. Great handling, bit of speed, takes it round the side, and then nearly comes up with the goods there. Showing again why he's a great player.
Blaze will get this into the neutral zone, picked up straight away by Manchester though. It's tossed in for Hashi to chase. Gets around the boards. Jared Arlene and Frankie Melton kind of collided, and as a result the Blaze get the puck back. Hashi and Ferrara exchange passes. Hashi on the turnaround. I don't know whether they try to shoot it or pass it to Johnston. Either way, Storm are going to get a chance here as Melton gets his second breakaway of the night and finds the glove of CJ Mott as, well, Melton really looks like he's the real deal here for the Storm again on this breakaway, but CJ Mott stares him down and gets it in the catch-up.
Melton springs with great speed. We can just see him at the start of this replay. He was kind of on the left wing, and then he kind of notices that the play is coming, springs forward, gets himself behind the defence and takes that pass, but nearly gets the Storm on the board.
There's Drew Shistel. Takes a couple of bumps to get that puck out of the defensive zone. Dylan Lawrence, nice drop play. Clemens, Venus, oh, he tried something fancy. Stopped by Matt Ginn. Well, that was a highlight reel attempt from Ross Venus as he takes that one between the feet. Oh, big giveaway though from V. He's able to recover it away from Simmons. David Broll's gonna chip and chase. Simmons gives it up for Johnston. And the Manchester Storm settle it back in their zone. And it's just this hockey game all over what we're seeing here, really. First couple of minutes of the third. Hashi leans on his man to try and get some space. Blaze able to clear, although that's a bad play from Ballmer. Johnston couldn't feed Ferrara. Larkinen on the loose puck. Hamonic off a skate. Larkinen to the net front. Big chance, Ferrara, he scores! A huge broken play. And the Coventry Blaze now have a huge lead. 4 goals to nothing. Larkinen gets this off a blocked shot here. Finds Johnston, who finds Ferrara. And he finds the back of the net. Luke Ferrara, he's on fire, Stu.
Really is on fire, not going to miss from there. Declan Barmer lost his stick and was kind of scrambling around trying to get a stick, get some space. Couldn't find anything, and it's that space there on the right side of the defence as we're looking at it. Luke Ferrara makes that space pay.
Dallas Earhart holds that one in behind the net. Drifting slowly out in front of Matt Ginn. Comes across the right-hand side. Chance maybe here is big save. Mott on the rebound. Piskaric pushes it wide. As that was an opportunity. Probably the best Storm opportunity of the night. Larkinen. Gets it over to Hamonic. Back for Hashi. Blaze just creating a little bit of space to get a fresh unit out there. Hard pass on the stick of Curran. Curran stick handles, drops it back. Good save, Ginn off Dylan Lawrence as the Blaze set up a little play down the left.
Nice bit of work for the Blaze, creating a little bit of extra space. Getting a bit of a change in as well there. We see Curran comes off the ice, picks up the puck, and then moves in, and then just drops it off for Dylan Lawrence, who, because he hasn't crashed quite as hard to the net, he's got a bit of space between himself and Ray Gruhl, who's on the back end of the defence.
Johnston gets it back in the Blaze hands. Here is David Broll. Nice feed across to Hamonic. He shoots, stick save Ginn. Puck in the corner for Broll. Good shift from the big man. There's a hit in the corner with Venus and a Storm defenseman. Arm comes up and there's going to be a penalty on the play. There's a little cross check from one of the Storm on Hashi, who's furious. And that Manchester player is quite heavily outnumbered in the corner there. Hamonic in there too. Johnston came across.
I have to think it's pretty silly of the Manchester player to try and get involved. He's got himself a power play there, and there's a chance now that he's going to end up getting himself called on the box.
Yeah, just trying to see who that was. I think it's Thompson.
Thompson, and he'd won himself a power play. Hashi had got the interference call. He clearly stepped across Thompson's line. So referee's got his arm in the air. You've got yourself a 2-minute power play. Instead, you go chasing after Justin Hashi after the whistle. Throw an extra hit that you didn't need to after he's touched up the puck, and you've cost your team the power play chance.
2.5 minutes to go in this hockey game. Earhart keeps it in. Puck jumps up for Ulmer to grab and play. Ulmer, hard pass for Earhart. Shooting! Saved by CJ Martin. He hangs on for a whistle. Can you have a look at the shot count in a sec, Stu?
I can. We'll just have a look at this power play while I'm pulling it up. But what I liked here is this nice movement of the puck around here from the Storm. They're trying to create an opportunity there, and they find one eventually with Earhart. Gets a good shot off.
Yes, it was. Again, not a lot of net front traffic to give CJ Mott a headache here, but Melton off the loose puck has again found the glove of CJ Mott with a highlight reel save with a windmill of the catcher.
I think the point is that you've got Mott, you've got Bludoff, you've got Ferrara, you've got Schistel. It's been a good game tonight from the Coventry Blaze from all angles.
Oh, yeah, to a man. From the net out, I don't think there's been a bad game from any player on the ice for the Coventry Blaze. No one's going to go into that dressing room and go, it didn't really connect tonight, or I didn't really feel it. Everybody's been good. They're going to have some music, they're going to have some pizza, they'll have some beers, they'll feel good, they'll party. Tonight they'll deserve it. They'll rest up tomorrow, and then back at it Tuesday, excuse me, as that's a big game against the Guildford Flames at the weekend, and it's the only game that the Blaze have that Friday night. And it's a shutout for CJ Mott, his first home shutout. He has had one on the road against the Cardiff Devils, and the Blaze complete a 4-point weekend with a 4-0 victory against the Storm. And this Coventry Blaze team is rocking and rolling right now.